Sorry for the wiggly camera and the 3-day delay for another video. I promised my friend, my best friend, my biggest supporter, that I was going to post a video like the day after I made my most recent one, and I never did. And I feel bad for it, but I just was not motivated to do it. I was like hitting a video block, like writers, and they're like, oh, I have a writer's block, you know. That's me right now. Had a little bit of a down day, to be honest, so I don't really know what I'm gonna talk about. I'm just kind of like, oh, well, I promised a video, so here you fucking go. You know, hope I get more than 2 likes, you know. So, that's just kind of what's happening now. I had a down day because I woke up this morning with a migraine, and today was supposed to be like our dress down day, so we got to wear like, you know, pants and regular t-shirts instead of our uniform, and it was pep rally, and I love the pep rallies, and I know everyone else is like, oh my gosh, that's so stupid, like 30 minutes of being out of class, like, I want to go back to class so I can complain about how I don't want to be in class, so that's why pep rallies are stupid. Okay. So, and I love rainy days, don't get me wrong. I love rain so much. Oh my gosh. It rained a little bit out on my Europe trip. You'd know that from my last video when I complained about the fucking pigeons and the no toilet seat. It was also rainy, but I liked it. I had fun. I like rain. I like the cold. I like stuff like that. But, regardless of me like loving it, it does put some effect to my mood. So I was feeling a little down anyways. And then, you know, just some family stuff. Yeah, so I still don't even really know what I want to talk about, to be completely honest. I'm just kind of bullshitting it. And the pause button, like, for this video to, like, make, like, pauses is like too far away from my thumb. Like normally it's like on the bottom corner, like right here, but right now it's like right up there, and my thumb is down here, and I just don't feel like trying to make that stretch. I'm not in thumb yoga. I can't even look. Like, I'm sorry again. I'm still gonna look in this way because I'm making fun of my own double chin, my, you know, connect the dots over here. And plus, like, the light, like, the bright light is, like, bothering me. And if I put my finger over it like I am now, like, it's darker. And then you can't see all my insecurities. So. I don't really try to go political when I talk to my friends because no matter what anybody says, there's always somebody that's going to disagree with you, and they're always going to assume that you have a 2.5 GPA and that you didn't do any of your research and that you're a heartless son of a bitch and you're not even an American. So I am going to try to stay away from that topic, but it comes up, I apologize. And you know what, fuck it, I'll just go for it, like, whatever, who cares? So, recently, there's been a lot of talk about gun control, and, how a lot of people feel about it, usually, and a lot of people want to say, like, it's not the millennial generation, it's actually the Gen Z generation, why don't you get your facts straight? Excuse me, you toe? That's... That was literally that was the insult that came in my head. Normally I can just like spit something out. That came in my head. You toe. How dare you, you toe. Oh my gosh. Like a toe, like on the foot. On a foot. Someone's foot. Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, comes out with a toe. Really wish I could hit that pause button right now. Okay, so just letting that be its own argument, because whatever, I don't really care right now. I really don't even know why we name generations, because I think there's been so many. I think we should just call it the next generation, this generation, and generation before us, and that just simplifies everything, does it not? But a lot of people my age, like teenagers around the nation, are proposing that we should ban all guns, or make guns a lot harder to get to. I agree with that to some extent. I feel like you want to drive a car, you should take the same test, do the same things as you would need a gun for. Not everybody needs a gun. I'm not gonna be and I'm just gonna say right now, I don't want to ban guns. I'm for them. I hunt, so I have experience with them, and I like to go shooting. That's like a regular summer day kind of thing, put up the target, get some practice in. Ooh, there's a squirrel over there. Shoot it, Pretend that you didn't miss. It was the wind. It was the wind that did that. Wish I could still hit that fucking pause button. Maybe it could save me some embarrassment. Alrighty. So I'm not for banning all guns, because it does say in the Second Amendment that we have the right to have and bear arms. And let's be honest, when our founding fathers were making the Constitution, when they were writing the Declaration of Independence, when they were making the amendments, making all these laws, guns were definitely around back then, and that's how people defended themselves. That's how people kept other people away, because we didn't have, bombs, and when we did, but we didn't have, the advanced technology that we have now. We had guns back then. And yes, guns have evolved and changed from that time, but, from what they had then, they did have guns. That is what they mean. They mean that because that was their way of protection back then. This is also going to be really jumbled, and this is just kind of an opinion video. I mean, it's 7 minutes in. It's not going to be that funny, but it's just my opinion, because I hate hearing so many people just bash on others. Like, I'm not trying to put anyone else's opinion down, but it might be happening in this video. So, the guy that shot up Parkland in Florida, we obviously can tell by now, he mentally had some issues. I feel like you should take a psychological test. Now, this is not going to prevent people from still getting them. This is going to prevent people from buying them to places that, excuse me, sorry. In places that do follow this law, if it were to be put in. Now, here's another thing. People are like, oh my gosh, we need to have stricter gun laws. We need, stricter laws. There is a strict law. Don't fucking kill people. Don't kill people. It's even in one of the 10 Commandments. Oh, don't kill people. Oh my gosh, why can't people get that through their head? Don't kill other people. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my gosh. Surprise, surprise. That's the most strict rule you can get to. That is the most simple, most plain as day law. And people can't follow it. People can't follow it. They can't follow it. Don't kill people. Don't kill people. Don't do that. That's not good. Sorry. It's not good. Don't sue me for getting up into the camera. I'm sorry. Like late at night here, if you can't tell. Yeah, don't kill people. My gosh. I don't get why that's so hard for people to think of or not do. To follow. But let's also talk about it. Evil doesn't follow rules. So no matter how many rules you want to put on evil and put on all these people that, are breaking the law, it doesn't matter how many laws and how many rules you put on them. Evil is still going to break the rules. That's just what they do. And there are good people that sometimes break the rules too. That's just what happens. There's always a law, a rule to be broken. I believe it. But doesn't mean that you should break it. But there's always going to be somebody that's going to do that. I feel like we should make it a lot harder to get guns. And what I feel that we should do is I feel like they should do multiple tests. They should do a psychological test. They should do a written. They should give an example of how they know how to handle the gun, how they know to shoot it. They should go through gun safety classes. Here's the thing, driving a car is not a right. It is not a right for somebody to own and drive a car. It is a privilege. It is a privilege that can be taken from you, and it is something that you have to prove that you can handle, let alone cars are very dangerous. There's people that die every single day from a car and a gun, but cars are valuable to teenagers that are also fighting against these gun laws. Cars are what, they're using to go to the school, to go do the whole stupid, I'm meaning to offend you now, the stupid walkout 17-minute silent parade thing. Most of the students that walked out there went out there so they could avoid class. Like, oh my gosh, you idiot. That's just ridiculous. What are you gonna do? Like, great job coming up with this after it happened. After these shootings happened, not even the biggest shooting that we've had, you managed to do it after everything has happened. Good job, teenagers. Another thing, since you all want to, take this money from the NRA, you want to do all this stuff dealing with it, put blame on somebody else. The NRA is now making 5 times the amount of money due to your protests, your mentioning it on social media, when CNN is pushing a microphone in your face. So good job, teenagers. Good job, teenagers, for raising money for the NRA and continuously helping it to build itself. The NRA doesn't sell guns. All they do, I honestly, don't even know what they do. I really didn't find out about it until this whole thing went on about it, but I did find out that they don't even sell guns. They just donate money to congressmen and political officials that support, that support guns and having them. And what's so funny is 98% of the places that are getting shot up happen at gun-free zones. You can't, a law-abiding citizen is not going to have a gun if teenagers somehow manage to get rid of them. But a criminal that does have a gun, because, they're still going to get them, and I guarantee it's from the black market, because that's definitely going to raise the prices on that. So good job. You also made a black market sale by banning guns. The law-abiding citizen is going to be in the same situation that the Parkland kids were in, which is where they didn't have a gun to defend themselves because the 4 officers who were standing outside were not brave enough to go inside. And honestly, just putting this little conspiracy theory out there probably was somebody on the other end that was telling them not to go in there, because you can't become a cop and then have a problem with somebody pointing a gun to your face. Don't do it. Then you should be a teacher. So, just a lot of issues and problems. And I was thinking about this the other day. I don't feel like these shootings are coincidences. And I feel like, make fun of me if I'm wrong. I just feel like these are not coincidences. These are happening for a reason. And it's a horrible reason. And honestly, I'm just throwing out ideas. Don't shoot me down yet, because let's be honest, nobody shot you guys down when at first when you guys were coming up with these ideas. We gave you a chance to explain why you wanted to ban guns, why you wanted to do all this stuff, why you were behind, getting rid of them, and then we put in our own argument, and that's how these problems kind of came up, because we didn't agree with you. So don't shoot me down right away, let me explain myself a little bit. Back then, plagues were very, very horrible. They were horrible. They were sicknesses. They killed off a lot of people, but it kept population down. So maybe because we don't have as many plagues and health problems because of how far our medical tech has gone, maybe these shootings are happening because there is no other way to keep down population, and because they're mentally disabled, maybe the devil is using them to, do that. Shoot me if I'm wrong. Oh, wait, you can't. You don't have a gun. Just saying. But yeah. That's just my 2 cents. Also, if you're gonna stand behind people saying, don't shoot our children, we love and care about our children, but, you know, let's say on Sunday that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go protest, you know, better gun laws, you know, these people killing the children, you know, hurting them. But then Tuesday you're gonna go out and go in a parade for an abortion. I think you're vile, sick, and stupid in the most vicious way. I mean, how can you come up to somebody and say, don't kill our children, yet 17 babies, I think, on average, are abortioned every 22 minutes. So, let's talk about, like, there's way more babies who are being chopped up in the mother's womb as they're growing with nervous systems, heartbeats, fingerprints, a functioning brain, yet they're being murdered, and that's okay. So let's, you know, talk about saving our children, you know, you idiots. Oh my gosh. That was meant to offend you. I'm meaning to offend you now. Then again, just letting you guys know, I'm not a professional on this stuff. This is just my opinions. All the information that I can provide is the only information that I've seen. Then again, I'm tired, and I didn't really prepare anything. I'm just kind of throwing things out of my mind. So not 100% correct. Agree with me? I mean, great, let's talk about it. Don't agree with me? Great, let's talk about it. Like, don't just throw hate comments because you want to be right. Or you want to, you know, feel like you have the upper hand, because I'm just going to compare you to Cruz, if that's the case. Don't be a bully. Don't be a bully. You notice a lot of the kids that we push in the corner at lunch, you know, make them sit by themselves, or the kids that are coming back and saying, fuck all of you! You know, so, wake up call. Maybe you should invite me to the table. Just saying. Just kidding. Alright, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna go. And, I appreciate it, and thank you, and, somebody tell me what year it is? I haven't left my house in 10 days.